The November the 21st edition, Russia has fired an intercontinental ballistic missile into Ukraine for the first time. The government of Ukraine has just confirmed that. Ukraine's Air Force Command says Russia has, for the first time in the, I guess, 2.5-year war, something like that, launched an intercontinental ballistic missile targeting the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. The unprecedented escalation follows Ukraine's recent use of U.S.-made MGM-140. These are Army tactical missile systems and British Storm Shadow missiles to strike military targets deep within Russia. We have Miles Kristen on the line coming to us from Wisconsin. And I guess, Miles, are you hunkering down, getting ready for the mushroom clouds there in Madison? I hate to make a joke.
There's nothing I could do to prepare if it actually comes to that.
No.
But if Kamala Harris was president-elect,
yep,
I think there's no doubt that this would be the start of a third world war. And while I didn't vote for Donald Trump, and even other people I know who didn't vote for Trump are even saying that the fact that he is president-elect is literally the only thing standing in the way of a third world war between the United States, NATO, Ukraine, and the United Kingdom happening. The fact that Putin and Kim Jong-un, for that matter, realize that Trump will be in less than 2 months, unless, of course, something else happens. But the fact that he is the president-elect is really probably the only thing holding those leaders back from preparing for they are preparing, but for the possibility of, but that is really the only thing stopping them from escalating even further, say, on their side. And it is just the most insane thing here that, one, most Americans are paying really no attention. And also even protesters like, the people, these protesters on the left, they're still going to the U.S. Senate buildings and protesting about Gaza when, okay, Gaza matters, but this issue takes precedent.
Yeah, no question about that. I mean, I understand they've got this squabble over bathroom use by the new trans person who is, I guess, going to be a congresswoman from Delaware. I've been watching, I tune into Fox with the sound off usually. There's very little talk about it. It's like people got their heads so far up their own butts, they don't even see what's going on. I mean, this is this is as close as we have ever been to nuclear war. But I want to run this past you as well. Reports that Russian President Putin is open to discussing a ceasefire with Ukraine if negotiations are led by U.S. President-elect Trump. What do you make of that?
I didn't even hear about that. Wow, I'm surprised the American news isn't reporting that. Why? How? I'm baffled that the media in America doesn't accurately cover the full story. This is the first I've ever. Sorry, but no. That's the thing. They're arguing about Trump's cabinet picks and Elon Musk and bathrooms and all these other things. It's like no. Nuclear war. We are you could say we're on the brink. I'd say we're on the line. I'd say we're on the edge. We're looking right off the cliff. It's like there's nuclear war right there. Step back, step away, slow this whole situation down, engage in negotiations. I mean, Putin and Germany were talking for the first time, I believe, since this conflict had started, and after Trump's win, they had said they were open to negotiations, and there was the possibility of an actual ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine, and Joe Biden or his administration, I doubt Joe Biden's actually making any decisions. And of course, Kamala Harris is going on vacation now because, I mean, why wouldn't you go on vacation in the middle of a
far
conflict?
away from the main targets of nuclear attack. She's going to go to Hawaii. Maybe she figures she'll be safe there. Once
Actually, Hawaii is an incredibly stupid place. I wouldn't want to be in Hawaii right now.
Yeah, I mean, where's the food going to come from? I suppose you can't. Do they? How much do they grow there? I don't know. I don't know. But it is an incredibly dangerous time, and so frankly, I think they're ramping up the tensions because Trump is coming in. They don't want a ceasefire. The Biden administration, the puppet regime, is obviously against the idea of a ceasefire, and so any talk about that, they're pushing back. They're doing the opposite and authorizing the use of longer range missiles by Ukraine. And now we've got this tit for tat now with the Russians using, for the first time, ICBMs. I mean,
I mean, what's, then they said now they're saying that the U.S. is going to give them landmines, but they're like, oh, but, don't worry, these landmines are easily detectable and the batteries have a short lifespan on them. And it's like, oh, okay, so they're easily detectable. So you're going to do something else that pisses off the Russians that they'll probably won't even stop them. Peace was possible. I mean, when I say peace is always possible, but like the fact that they were willing to engage in negotiations, and Biden and his administration are escalating this BS because the Democrats and the people, they would rather have World War III.
Absolutely.
Than Trump's.
100%. You've got psychopaths running your government right now, Miles. I don't know.
Yeah. It's been that way for most of my lifetime.
Thanks for coming on the show. Really appreciate that.
Thank you for having me.
Miles Kristen coming to us from the great state of Wisconsin. We got to take a